Well, you know, guys, it's been a while since I made one of these collection videos, but my last collection video of all the Speedor sets was very, very popular, and since I just finished a whole spring wave, that would be nice to look at all the Speedor sets that I previously touched on, plus the new spring wave. So this is a total of 13 Speedors. We're going to be taking a look at some of these accessories over here with the Speedors later, but for now, let's take a look at all the Speedors. And the first Speedors I'm going to touch on are all of the spring waves, which just came out. And I just wanted to point this out, but the back row is all the heroes, while the front row is all the villains. So the first spring wave Speedor is ALL Speedor, probably my favorite Speedor from the whole spring wave. The set itself is really nice too, and it's just a blue printed one with ALL, who's a very, very, very nice figure. And I love the weapon or attachment to this one, which is just plain wings. So you do get 4 wings in the set. And so I love the gold printing right here, and just it's the only blue Speedor, which kind of sucks. But he still just has a nice Speedor, and for $15, I think it's a pretty good set. You could check out the review in probably my video review, or all the, you could check out all the Speedor reviews in the description. And so there it is for that set. And then the next Spring Wave set is the one from the Jungle Gates, which is probably my least favorite out of all the Spring Wave sets. But this Speedor is the same exact one as the one in the Eagle's Castle, except it has a different attachment, which this attachment are the wheels, and the wheels don't really do much, so I'm kind of disappointed with that Speedor. But I do like the Lennox figure with that new, I guess, torso gear, I don't even know, neck gear, not sure what it's called. Then the last of the spring Speedors is this, wait, sorry, wrong one. Last of the spring Speedors is the Windsor one. It's not Juarez. I said Juarez like a billion times in the review. I messed up. But it is the Windsor one, and he's just an awesome, he has an awesome Speedor, but sadly it's the same exact Speedor as the one from the Eagle's Castle for Juarez. And you can see this exact same printing right there. That's very, very disappointing, and I do love Juarez as a figure. It's very disappointing that they added his same Speedor on another one for Windsor. I wish they would have had a special Windsor Speedor. This came in the Ice Tower set, which was just released. And so that's it for all the spring waves, and now I'm going to take a look at all the other ones and see how they hold up to this day and age. And so the first one I'm going to take a look at is the Aquila one, and this came in Target Practice, which is a January wave Speedor. And all the other ones that I'm going to touch on are January wave Speedor, so I'm not going to say that anymore. And his little attachment are these, I guess, propellers, and they don't really do much, they just add decoration, but for me, I think they're kind of clunky. They don't really add much, so if I had the Speedor, I would take it off because the printing on it is just phenomenal. And I can't wait to get Aeris' Speedors, but sadly it looks like a little bit like this from what I've seen from the Toy Fair. Anyways, nice printing, gold printing right over there. And that's it for that one. And next up is the Lennox from the Eagle's Castle. Like I said, this is the same exact Speedor as the one from the Lennox in the Jungle Gates, and the same exact figure, Lennox, but a different, the one from the Jungle Gates has a different accessory. And the only thing different about this one are these little spikes in the back, which was a Ninjago attachment, and so very disappointed with that, but whatever. They are the two only light yellow Speedors, so that's pretty interesting. Then the next one is Longtooth Speedor from the Chi Battle set, which was the first set that we saw preliminaries of for Chima back in, I think, October or so, or maybe September. And I do like this dark orange printing. It's kind of the same as Laval's, and Laval's the main hero. And it just has, I think, different color variations. Like, this one has this little printing on the side, which is kind of similar to this one. And his weapons is spikes, which is kind of weird, but it's still a pretty nice Speedor. And then the next one is Leonidas' Speedor. And Leonidas is a pretty cool guy, but he is kind of like downplayed as a dumb guy. But I do love the dark orange color, so it's probably my favorite of the Lion Speedors because I love orange as a color. And the back does have these little jetpacks, which are just a little bit clunky, so I'd take those off. And then the last one for all the heroes is the main guy himself, and that is Laval. And Laval is actually a very nice figure, but this isn't about the figures, it's about the Speedors, so sorry about the light right there. And I just love this Speedor. It's kind of like the Longtooth one, like I said, but this one has a nice burgundy color right there. And all around, I just really don't like the weapon because it's just two little hand saws, I think they're called. I'm not really sure what they're called, but yeah, or razors, I'm not sure. So that's it. The weapons aren't really good, but I do love the figure and the Speedor itself. And that came in the Ultimate Speedor Tournament set, which was a $25 set. Or $30, I'm not sure. And this is the Raven. And this is, what's his name? I think, is it Razor? I hope I didn't screw that up. I think it's Razor. Or, no, sorry, it's Rosum. Wait, yeah. No. I think it's Razor. Yeah, it's not Razcal, because Razcal comes in the $12 set. So this is Razor, I hope. And he's a nice figure. And we can see the side right there of his Speedor, and it's that nice silver right there. And I love the burgundy color. Or is this burgundy? I'm not even sure. And we can see that side right there. So nice printing on that. And the back part is kind of clunky. And I don't like these back parts. This one's just to make it look a little bit cooler. So it's like fire's coming out. So that's all nice. Then the next one is Walks is Speedor. And just let me see if I can get the lighting off. This one. Okay, so this is only red Speedor, sadly, because the other one's burgundy. It's just kind of a basic red color. And I do love the printing on the side right there. Kind of resembles a wolf. And, yep. And he is one of the only gray wolves, so that's kind of interesting. And this comes in the Chi Starter. I mean, sorry, not the Chi Starter. Yeah, Chi Starter set. And that retailed for $20. Then this is Juarez, and I already touched on this guy a little bit when I touched on Windsor. And I love Juarez because he's just an awesome printed figure. Love his cape and everything. And I love his Speedor. I'm missing this part right here. I think I lost it or something like that. But it's still the same Speedor as Windsor, which is kind of disappointing, but I still love that Speedor like helmet right there. So I guess it's okay. But it's kind of not okay because this is a $40 set and then this is a $15 set, so you could get this cheaper. That came in the Eagles Castle set with the other Lennox. And then we're almost done, but I do got the Crominus Speedor. And this is actually a really nice crocodile-like Speedor. And the side printing right there and right there. And I do use this for Twitch because it's kind of like light green like him. And the weapon on it is this little spike part, and this came in the Boulder Bowling Speedor. And I love the figure itself, kind of unrelated. But that retailed for $15. And now lastly, we got Krager. And Krager, he's like the main villain, I guess. And I saw that in the pilot. And here's the side printing for him and the back printing. And if you want a full review on all these guys, you could check out the link in the description to my playlist of all the Speedorz reviews that came out. And I do have all the Speedorz, obviously. That's why I'm reviewing them. In the back, the little side weapons are these, I guess, axe tips or something like that. I'm not even sure. Axe helms. I'm not sure about that. But Krager, he's a nice figure. And I guess the dark olive, or it's kind of just olive Speedor, is kind of a nice, cool printing. And so that's it with all the Speedorz. And I'll do one last zoom on them. Now we're going to take a look at all the accessories and everything. So 13 Speedorz all together. And yeah, can't wait until the summer wave. So here are the ripcords, and the ripcords are pretty cool. We got 2 green ones, and these come with the crocodiles. Then we got, I think, 4 red ones, and these came with the 3 wolves and 1 raven, so sadly they don't have their own colors. So there's that. Then we got the lions, which the lions are just awesome. You know, they have the yellow. Then we got the 2 blue ones for the 2 eagles, and these are the same ones that they're going to use for the gorillas. Then we got this special edition one, which I reviewed from the Speedorz accessory pack. And it's basically a lion one, which it's yellow. And it comes with this little, I guess, grip for it. So that's pretty cool. So we'll move that all out of the way. And here are all the chi crystals that came with all the sets. I think altogether, I'm not even sure how much it is. But I know it's more than 60 or so. And so there is that. And so that's just awesome. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these. I could make probably like a waterfall or something out of them. And then we got this little, I guess, button. This came in the accessory set. Not really a Speedorz thing, but it did come in a Speedorz set, so I'll just look at that. And then here's a stack of all the cards. I might do a separate collection video for all the cards. And you can see that the stack is that thick, so there are a lot of cards out there. And here are all the weapons. And I got the interesting weapons right here, and then all the black weapons. You can see a lot of the interesting weapons do have gold stuff, but there's some exceptions, like this one right here. And so that's it with that. And before we finish, just going to take a quick look. I got to cover this up because there's some pictures right there. And here is the final thing, and here are just most of my 2013 sets, boxes. I just want to show this, but here are the boxes for all the Chima sets. So, got the Eagles Castle right there, kind of the side right there. The starter set, the Ultimate Speedor Tournament, and then the 3 Spring Waves, and the 3 January Waves. So that's it, and let's take a final look at all of the Speedors all together and everything. So this is the Ultimate Speedor collection, you know, every single Speedor up until spring. And I will be making one of these once I finish the summer one and the fall one, which would be the year of Speedors. Maybe I might start making a tutorial video or something. So that's all of them, all 13 of them. So I'll see you guys later, and peace out.